Mum was a strong feminist. She was always saying, "Go the girls." She was a feisty intellectual and she didn't suffer fools. She could be warm and loving and equally distracted as thoughts occupied her mind. She was an enigma at times. Complex, simple, stoic, easy to get along with, difficult and scratchy at other times. She sometimes perplexed us all, and yet she loved us all with our many faults unconditionally. She always had an open mind to new ideas and was accepting of everyone. She was a staunch protector of the gay community. In her own words, "To each their own, we're all individuals." She studied the great religions of the world and described herself as a strong agnostic. When I asked her why she married a priest, she said, "I didn't. I married a soldier." Mum was a reader but never wrote, a classical music and opera buff but never sang. She loved her art but never painted, but was able to travel twice with me to Sydney to see the Archibalds and was a supporter of family artist friends. In later years she enjoyed many travels with Dad and my family to Uluru and the Olgas, sailing the Whitsundays on a catamaran, joining John and his family there. We took her back to her beloved Hawkesbury River, revisiting the joyous Guard home where she and Dad had many happy memories at Flint and Steel. They had their honeymoon there. And she also travelled with June and I to Cairns, the Barossa, the Great Ocean Road and Melbourne. She was our road trip buddy. Mum and Karen also travelled to Sydney to enjoy oysters and Chardonnay and made many happy memories. Her one ambition was to see China, but she was happy just to visit New Zealand for a couple of days and see the geezers and the mud pools and the Maoris. She was very proud of that passport. Mum loved her daily crossword and the many colourful birds and parrots that visited daily. Mum had a wonderfully mischievous sense of humour and regularly burst into laughter as some small disaster unfolded. She loved to quote from poetry and literature, one of her favourites being Archie the Cockroach and Mehitabel the Cat, saying, "Toujours gay, always a lady, Archie." She embraced her computer and proudly wore the title Our Geek Girl. She loved playing solitaire and she was able to Skype her family and at 92 rip CDs to the hard drive and send and receive emails. She loved to fish, a love grown from her father Eric taking her out on the rowboat to the various bays that Sydney Harbour offered, and it's family legend the number of times that I would have to walk around the bluff of Keppel Sands to Pumpkin Creek to bring home the creel of overspilling whiting and bream. You cannot catch a fish now at Keppel Sands. I think she caught them all. Cold fish was always her favourite. She always made sure she cooked a little bit more for the next day. Auntie Warby was not a frivolous woman. She had no need for painted nails, expensive moisturiser or designer clothes. She was a child of the Depression and made sure that every cent counted and that every dollar earned its keep. Later at the shop that she and Dad bought in 1970, she became a real estate sub-agent and once attended an auction down near Pumpkin Creek in an attempt to boost the price of the house. When bidding stalled, she unintentionally bought that house. I think that's illegal these days, Mum. It was always to her great dismay that she was unable to attend university. She always wanted to be a professor of English. For the past 4 years, she's been lovingly cared for by Carolyn, and we know how much she appreciated and respected Carolyn's devoted care and attention. We all did. Under Carolyn's loving care, she never once had a cold. So thank you. And thank you, onions. I already miss phoning Mum every afternoon at 5 o'clock to catch up on the day's news over a glasser. It was our special time. Thank you, Mum, for everything that you've shown me, for everything that you've shared with me, for everything that you've taught me. You are always teaching me gently still.